Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to this wonderful two-day event full of presentations, panel discussions, and of course a lot of networking. I still see a lot of people walking around, please. There's a lot of space here in the front, on the right side in the front, or for you left, of course. So, my name is Vriend. I've been with AMS-IX for 11 years, mainly in the technical team, or actually only in the technical team. And for the last couple of years, I had the pleasure of running quite large-scale projects from the technical team, like moving our core node and those kind of things. Probably you've seen me presenting about it here on MoreIP before. Now, recently we, of course, finished or finalized the Juniper migration, and therefore I was free for a new challenge. And our marketing team decided Tim likes challenges, especially new ones, so let him moderate. And here I am. So for the next 2 days, I'll try to do you, as our audience, justice, and of course also our presenters. But yeah, I've never done this before, so let's see how this goes. But I enjoy it already. So yeah, so what was my next point? I know already. So MoreIP is a registered. Oh, we decided that I will do the clicker. Sorry about that. So yeah, so there will be a camera crew running around. It's a recorded event. So if you don't want to be on any of the pictures or the footage of the cameraman, please reach out to marketing@amsix.net and they'll do their best to erase any evidence that we have. On the other hand, if you really do like taking pictures and you like posting them, make sure to use the hashtag MoreIP. Just make some noise around this event. This year we don't have a selfie contest, so we're not going to do that. Just post it as much as you can. And while you're at it, tag a couple of our co-workers as well. On the other hand, also in this same subject, you might be approached by the camera crew for a couple of questions. We use this information and these little shots for the montage that we create, the little compilation that we create. We'll show it on the second day if it's ready in time, and otherwise it will be available online, of course, just to show other people what they've been missing. And at the same time, we also have an addition this year. I forgot the name, Ronald. Let me check it quickly because I do want to have it right. Ronald Scherpenisse. Ronald Scherpenisse, he might approach you as well with a couple of questions because he will use that information together with the information from the presentations, and he's going to use AI to create a podcast out of it. I have no idea how that works. I have no idea what the result will be, but I did hear it becomes available, and it's apparently very funny and magic and everything, so I can't wait for it to become available. Again, if you don't want either of those, the camera or the AI, just tell them no, and they'll go on to the next person. Then for some household rules. Like always, the mobile phones, please put them on mute, and it actually counts for anything that makes a beep or a buzz. Put them on mute because they can really disturb other audience members that are listening in on the presentations, but also the presenters, of course. If you do get a phone call, either run outside and take it there, or preferably just click them away and call them back later if possible. Now, if you are a short supply of 4G or 5G, if it's not working for you, we have Wi-Fi. It's called MoreIP25. The password is also MoreIP25. And I believe it's also on the back of your badge in case you can't remember it. Now, of course, MoreIP, two-day event, couldn't be made possible without our sponsors. I've been asked to call them all out, so if you have a second. So, of course, silver sponsors, Penta Infra and NTT Data. Associate sponsors are Equinix, Global Switch, Smart Optics, Wingu Africa, and Quansa. Then we have a cocktail sponsor, Fibering. A coffee break sponsor. Personally, I like coffee a lot, so this year this is my favorite sponsor, Interlink. And our lunch sponsor is Flex Optics, and the community sponsors are Nokia, Odido, and Ripe NCC. You can see them on the screens, of course, but please give them an applause for making this possible. Now, they also have in the lobby, you can find them, they have a little table, all of them. Reach out to them, see what they can do for you or what you can do for them, or maybe work together for a nice partnership. Now, if you're in need for a meeting or a one-on-one meeting, on the first floor there is a space made available for that. It's a bit quiet there, so you have a nice piece to talk there. There's also a coffee machine, important detail, of course. And on all the floors we have the toilets. On the top of the stairs and in the basement you'll find some bigger toilets at the bottom of the stairs. What's next? Oh, we can see it here. Cool. So this year we have an addition. Of course, if you have questions for the presenters, please keep the questions for after the presentation and raise your hand. And then I'll come and run to you with a microphone, or one of our co-workers will do that. At the same time, we also made Mentimeter available. which means that on your phone, if you scan the QR code or just go to menti.com and punch in the code on the screen, you will be able to ask your questions there digitally and anonymously if you want. Of course, you can also add your name to the question. The questions will be moderated. I'll get them on my screen here. If we find some nice questions in between and we still have time left, I'll ask them from that screen. Or, of course, running around in the audience. Now, for the agenda, there is a QR code on the back of your badge, which you can scan. There's another QR code here. You can also just go to the website of MoraP, where there's an updated agenda, and outside in the lobby, there are TV screens with the agenda as well. Now, like every year, we also have the evening social for those that signed up for it. And good to know is that we arrange transport, like every year, this time in the means of buses. They will start driving at 4:45 p.m. And drive every 15 minutes, so please make sure you're on one of those buses, preferably the sooner ones, not that everybody comes at the last moment and the bus is too small. Sorry for this. I need to check quickly. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, so that's all the household rules. So when I took the job on as a moderator, I did some homework on what does a good moderator do, and apparently there's this thing called an icebreaker, warming up the audience for the day to come. So I did a bit more research on what is a good icebreaker, and apparently the best way to do this is by making the audience dance. So, no worries, no worries. If you're anything like me, and you have a hand and eye coordination of, I don't know, a turtle, you'll probably knock out the person next to you, or get knocked out by the person next to you. So let's not do that. Instead, I decided let's keep it a bit more simple, a bit more sitting down, if you please. And a bit more appropriate for the event. I figured we're going to practice our applause, because I just heard you applaud for the sponsors. It could be a bit more loud, if you ask me. Now, normally, if somebody does this, they're going to, of course, ask you to applaud, and then they say, oh, you can do it louder, and they will try it 3 or 4 times. I don't feel like that. I like efficiency. Let's do this in one go, really good. Yeah, everybody with me? So I'm going to count from 3 down to 0, and on 0, you're going to applaud, cheer, scream, whatever you like. Just make noise. That's all I ask you to do. That's our icebreaker. So, ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I can make you stop as well. I have control. I have control. So, well, thank you for that. But with this energy in your fingertips, please let me introduce to you our first speaker of the day. And give it all you got, even more than you just did. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our CEO, Peter van Burgel.